Here are 7 tips to earning your climb rewards so that you can get those free books, cash bonuses, and a great start to your business. First, you're going to want to know when your first 2 weeks is up, as well as your climb end date at the end of the 8 weeks. Tip number 1 is to schedule your launch party within a week of joining. This gives you enough time to plan while still getting started soon enough to help you make the most of your first 2 weeks. Since you'll be working hard to invite lots of people to this party, we're going to say that it sells $500. That's a good average for a launch party. Some will be more, some will be less, but let's say $500. Tip number 2 is to work to get 2 parties booked before you even host your launch party. Think of 10 or so friends that you could reach out to ask if they'd like to be your first hostesses. When you have potential hostesses, be sure and offer your soonest available date, aiming for a week after your launch party, before your 2-week deadline for the accelerated bonus. For this example, we're going to say that your parties with hostesses sell $250 on average. As you can see, you've earned the accelerated bonus by selling $500 before your 2 weeks is up. And even if you don't sell $500 with your launch, having extra parties just in case will help you reach that goal. Tip number 3 is to have a party night. This is going to help keep you organized, streamline your hostess coaching, and just make things easier when filling your calendar. This brings me to tip number 4, which is to double book your party nights. Having 2 parties in one night increases your chances of hitting your goals and making the most of your evening when you're on your computer anyway. Don't be intimidated by this. Once you've thrown your launch party, which is likely the biggest party you'll have for a while, doing 2 smaller ones at the same time is totally doable. You could stagger them or run them at the exact same time, but this will definitely help build momentum. Tip number 5 is to ask every hostess about the business opportunity. Make it a point to bring it up multiple times throughout the party process, especially if she seems open. Hostesses make really great potential recruits because they're already willing to invite their friends, so I like to casually bring it up when we book the party, and I like to talk about it again before the party to see if she might like to turn it into her launch party. You might be thinking, but I want the commission for that party. But trust me, doing this is a really good idea, especially in the long term. It's going to make you more money in the future, plus help you earn those climb rewards, and I promise it's worth it. So let's say your second hostess joins the business before her launch, so you don't get the $250 in sales, but you get a recruit, which is amazing for your business. Tip number 6 is to hold 2 parties and book 2 parties every single week. So go ahead and memorize hold 2, book 2. This is going to help you hit all those sales goals. It'll help you get your $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000 in sales by the end of your 2 weeks and set you up for a thriving business. Following this pattern means that you will likely hit your level 2 $1,000 in sales by the end of your 3rd week. And remember, you get $25 in free book credit every time a new recruit joins underneath you in your first 8 weeks. So we're going to continue asking our hostesses in the hopes that maybe 1 in 4 of them end up joining. And of course, we're always on the lookout in our parties for potential recruits there too. So you'll continue holding 2 parties and booking 2 parties every single week, offering your soonest available date, and working to fill those spots when you see one empty. By the end of your 5th week, you will have likely hit level 3 and have sold $2,000 in sales, and have 2 recruits. Tip number 7 is to be flexible. Of course, we want it to work out this way, where we get all of our spots filled, and our parties all sell really well. But we have to be flexible because you might run into a dud party, a cancellation, or things not working out exactly like you have hoped. So there's always ways to think out of the box and reach out to your team leader for ideas. The most important thing is to not give up. But based on the example that we just gave, you will have hit $3,000 in sales and hit level 4 of your climb by the end of your 8 weeks. You likely would have gotten 4 recruits this way if 1 in every 4 hostesses joined. So I want to end with a bonus tip. Now remember, it only takes 5 recruits who are active to promote to team leader along with the sales requirements. So why not make it your goal to get 1 more recruit for a total of 5 in your climb period? Because if you promote within your climb, your bonus doubles to $400 in free books. So my tip is, see if you can add an extra party or 2 to your weeks in your climb period. Maybe you do 2 parties a week for the first couple weeks, and then you add 3, and then maybe you add 4. Then you will be recruiting more hostesses, earning more sales, and earning your promotion faster. You could add a second weekly party night to your calendar, or you could even triple book your parties for the same night. I also want to mention that there's no cap to the amount of recruits you can get in your climb, earning you that $25 in free books, so go for as many as you can. Have so much fun going for your climb goals, as they are great stepping stones to your business. Print off that climb sheet, give yourself stickers for when you hit each goal, and keep going, celebrating each win. And remember, we are cheering you on.